The historical Rabbinical Association of Poland, which unites Polish rabbis in one ruling body, met this week for the first time in over 70 years. The event took place in the city of Lodz at a conference of hidden Jews held under the auspices of the Shavei Yisrael organization. We get more in this report from IBA's Denisin.
The Jewish Community Center in the city of Lodz, Poland, attending the end of the Sabbath Havdalah ceremony with the chief rabbis of Israel and Poland, along with some 150 worshippers, many of them hidden Jews who just recently discovered their ancestral roots.
I was a Catholic, my mother was a Catholic, my father was a Catholic, but history, my family is Jewish.
Christopher Drapczynski, today an Orthodox Jew, had no idea of his family's past until one fateful day in New York, where he spent 2 years working as a migrant laborer.
Make it a synagogue and hotel for Rabbi Tannenbaum, and he asked me, what's your family, what's your history in Poland? And I say him my second name, and he find it. He say me, you are Jewish. And why? Well, first information for me be not nice, you know. But after that, I am looking for a paper. I am looking for a history. I am make it a person, you know, my history, and I know. Yeah, he right.
Before the Holocaust, there were 3.5 million Jews living in Poland. Today, there are 4,000 registered members of the community. But local Jewish officials believe there may be 10 times that number if all the hidden Jews are taken into account.
Their families underwent terrible suffering, first during the war period and then subsequently under the communist regime. Many of them chose to hide their identity because of their experiences. Others were simply raised without the knowledge that they were Jewish.
Eva Patsut heard that she was Jewish from her mother's adoptive Christian parents. She also found out that her real grandparents, the Epsteins, were murdered by the Nazis. Eva's mother refuses to address the issue.
The story changed not only my life, but my son too, my sons too, because when I started to know that I am Jewish, I have to tell them, and I have to find the way to tell them that they are Jewish. They are Jewish in Poland, what means that they are people second category, not the best.
Michael Freund, founder of the Shavei Yisrael organization, believes it's vital to reach the hidden Jews as soon as possible.
The greater range of possibilities now open to people means that the risk is greater that we will lose out on more of them.
Our grandfathers didn't told our parents about the Jewish things because they were so afraid after the Shoah and staying here. And this is to the third generation, that the third generation is listening to these stories of the grandfathers because they know that they will die in a couple of months, years, and this is the last chance for them to share this experience.
Now some of the elderly survivors saying, you know, maybe I can tell. This started in 1989 with the collapse of communism. Maybe now I can tell. Maybe it's safe enough. And so over the past nearly 20 years, thousands and thousands and thousands of Poles have discovered that they really have Jewish roots. And what this Jewish community is about, and what rabbinic work here is about, is giving the chance for these 21st century Moranos, Anusim, to come back to the Jewish people.
As part of its efforts to strengthen the Jewish community, Shavei Yisrael sponsored the re-establishment of the Rabbinical Association of Poland, which stopped functioning in the 1930s.
People, leaders, or religious leaders also, together with one group, is bringing more powerful, more influence. Take yourself, for example, your hand. If you took it, if you do like this with your fingers, every finger is not so strong. Because the finger, we know. But if you do it, it's much more stronger.
Rabbi Metzger said, while there are only 8 rabbis in Poland at the moment, that figure could multiply tenfold over the next few years if all the hidden Jews were to return to their roots. Dennis Zim, IBA News, Lodz, Poland.